What's going on, guys? It's the Mr. Rideshare coming at you for another quick installment. Just wanted to check in with y'all and let you know about the fantastic morning that I had. I actually went to the airport 4 times, count them, yes, 4 times. Now I got a very early start this morning and I was busy until I was ready to go ahead and call it. So I started this morning, believe it or not, right at 4. Okay, and that's literally based on the fact that I got up around like 3:30, just naturally woke up and was just kind of ready to get after it. And don't let this happen to you. Like, that's the point of these videos are always to don't be like me, it's to be better than me. And that's why I'm making this content, is just to help folks to kind of mitigate the pitfalls. And so this is just a very minor issue. I had a registration situation, I got it knocked out yesterday, just forgot to go on and take pictures of my new stickers. So the app, and I'm really grateful that the app does this, it just like knocks you out for a second to where you gotta, post your pictures and whatnot. So I did that cost me a good 15 minutes. One way to kind of troubleshoot with Uber that I like to do is I like to go ahead and try to fulfill whatever they're asking me to do, whether it's an upload a document, whatever, this, that, and the third. And then I get on to the, if you notice when you're at the screen that has, one tab for earnings, one tab for your profile, one tab for your account. If you see that circle above where it's a question mark, you can click that question mark. That's the help button, right? And that'll allow you to scroll down. You can actually call Uber, okay? And so I didn't know that for like a good minute. And that's a feature that they added maybe about 1.5 years ago, to where they actually had live representatives that can knock things out for you. At first, when I got started doing rideshare with those folks, that they were real big on having email conversations. So it was a lot of just back and forth, waiting for your email inbox to light up to get a response. So now they have live representatives. You can give them a call if you ever got a question, an issue. So just hit, like I said, that question mark there on the account screen, right? And so it'll give you an opportunity to kind of double down and let them know, hey, I just uploaded this document. Go ahead, if you wouldn't mind, to expedite the upload there and get me back online, get me back rolling. I'm ready to go. And so they're really good about that. They hooked it up this morning, just as I suggest. So got going at 4, got hit right away, went straight to the airport, went straight back down Riverside, got hit again, went straight to the airport, went straight back down Riverside. Now what was cool is that normally I'll kind of stop my meandering to action at like the Wickersham in Riverside intersection, but I went today on through, and even I'll stop at the South Shore. I forget the name of the cross street there at Riverside, where you can find the South Shore Buzz Mill, but I'll kind of stop over there near Starbucks and do my staging over there. Kept it moving to I-35 like I'm suggesting. There's some great opportunities if you meander. Now what was it? And I'm gonna talk about this here in a second. But so if you keep going down, I hit the I-35. I got hit twice doing that. Literally just went Riverside, I-35, and boom. Before I could even cross, I got hit to go hit a U-turn and pick someone up on Riverside. And then the next time I got hit and I took someone, I had to go through the intersection and I got hit, and the last guy, that was by the last guy, and he took me to the South Terminal. So that's another good airport run. So like I was gonna say, when you meander, the reason why I do it is because I don't wait at the airport. There's just, you're leaving money on the table if you do that, especially early morning when there's no traffic. But Uber, and from what I've been able to diagnose, and I've not talked to Travis Kalanick or anybody that works for Uber, but what I've noticed is that the more I keep my car moving in and out of areas, right, the more I keep my car moving, I feel like what the algorithm does is it takes your best direct route. And so keeping your car moving gives you that opportunity to position yourself as the best driver, because you've positioned your vehicle in the best route towards that customer who just in the very moment, in an instant, right, requested a trip. And so what we're playing by with rideshare is instances, okay? There's no way to really time this out. It's just that on every single instance, okay, you want to be available and position yourself to be able to pick up that next opportunity. And when you're static, it just doesn't happen like that. Okay, so there's people that are meandering, that are moving in and about your space, that are getting hit with those opportunities when it could have gone to you. They've positioned their car to where they are the best direct route, and I feel like part of the algorithm determining if you're the best route or not also factors in a bit of how fast your car is moving. And so if you're not moving, then there you go. So that's just my little tidbit there. Oh, I was gonna also say, one thing I noticed when I was meandering this morning is that it now shows you that you're not in busy areas. You know how, and you might not have seen this, or you might have, it'll tell you at the bottom there if you're in a busy area. What I noticed this morning, which was really cool, is that it tells you that you're not in a busy area. Now, I've always considered the areas that I meander to be pretty busy to give me decent opportunities, but however, they do die sometimes. And so what's cool is that Uber now is letting you know that you're not in a very busy area. You need to keep moving, or you're going to be waiting longer times between trips. And so kind of keep an eye on that. If you weren't aware, just kind of keep a heads up on that. However, I will say the areas that I like to meander from, the route looks like this. It's Riverside, okay, from Ben White down to Riverside, hit 35, go across 35, and then you can hang a left up South Congress. Lots of mid-market, I'd say, to affluent apartment complexes that way. Tons of apartment complexes and residential communities down Riverside. When you're going up South Congress, again, lots of young professionals that live in and about the area. Great opportunities to go drag someone to the airport, drag someone to early work or early workout, or even a walk of shamer, right? Get them back home before they got to start the workday. So lots of that going on. Now, what I'll tell you is that this morning I was fascinated to see that it was showing I'm not in a very busy area, and I'm going to be expecting to wait long periods between each trip. And it kind of made sense, because that, again, these areas do die like right after like 5:30, I'm telling you. But I definitely did take my last trip once I got to Manchaca and Ben White area. I picked up a dude and took him south. I picked him up from the hospital. So there's a hospital like Manchaca, Ben White, which is another great reason to make your way from Riverside to this direction, because of the hospital staff that's constantly turning over, right? So those late or early morning hours, 6:30, 6:15, I'm sure you got a lot of staff members that are, catching out of work. Now, a lot of those folks are probably more affluent. They could afford a regular transportation. So just kind of giving some ideas, though. I like the Victory Drive area. I like the Manchaca area for young professionals, taking airport trips, taking rides to work, which is a good opportunity to position yourself in other areas that you can expect to get rides from, like downtown and even out towards Bee Cave. All right, well, that's it for me real quick, guys. Just want to check in with you on a fast one. I got to get back to grinding it out, so I will see y'all later.